Hello, Gemini. What's good with you? We're going to get you some quick messages here today, okay? Quick messages. Honestly, what I've been doing is I've just been testing out the new camera here on my MacBook here just to see how it does with recording and uploading. So anyway, just get you some real quick messages here. I'm bringing back my old spread, my old original spread that I very first started with when I first started reading here on YouTube. See if we can get you a real quick message about your situation, all right? If you'd like to find information on how to schedule a personal reading with me, please look in the description box of this video, all right? Let's look here. Let's see what we got. What can we tell Gemini universe? What can we tell Gemini? What do we got here? Let's see. The Three of Wands, okay. 3 shuffles. Ooh, the 6 of Swords, okay. So this is the overall energy here. And so pretty much regardless of what happens in this reading right here, you're in a transition right here, okay? You're in a transition and it's not an easy one, I don't think. Something that you are moving on from, and it's a very rough transition. Ooh, okay, so this here is the external energy. This is how people perceive you. So people are kind of perceiving you like you might be a little bit conflicted. Even if you're trying to hide it, I think people kind of know that you're still conflicted about this right here. Some people, for some of you, may just think you're straight up argumentative. You know, may think that like when it comes to this particular situation here, like not to talk about it or it'll make you mad, you know? But I think most people can just kind of tell that you're still bothered by and conflicted by this situation. This is how you feel on the inside, okay? So you really are holding a grudge, I think. I think you're still very upset about what happened and why it went down the way it went down and the rough transition that you're going through, 6 of Swords. So yeah, let's just see what we got here. Ooh, okay, so I think that this is probably more of a blessing in disguise than you realize, okay? Because as you begin to heal from this, I think that you're going to start noticing here soon that you're doing a lot more healing than you realize. Okay? And you're stepping into your emotional independence. Person you're dealing with, on the other hand, though, I think is at a bit of a crossroads. You're dealing with somebody that's very stubborn, and it almost feels like they're a bit defiant. This person's a bit defiant and doesn't want to work with you. They don't want to work with you as a teammate. So it's like, no matter how hard you try, this person is probably going to deliberately try to work against you, you know? So I think you're doing the right thing, because it looks to me like, you know, the best case scenario here would be to throw your hands in the air and just be done with this, because it's like a Chinese finger trap, you know? The harder you try, the tighter it's going to like work against you, basically. You know what I mean? That makes sense? Let's see if we can get some general advice here. What's the best general advice for Gemini? What's the best general advice here for Gemini universe? Actually, you know what? No, I want to look at the person that you're dealing with. We'll hold that one off for a minute. I want to look at the person you're dealing with and see how they feel about you. I want to see how this person feels about you, what their actions will be, and what the outcome is here. How does this person feel about Gemini? First card is how they feel about you, okay? And then what comes after that will be their actions. The Ace of Cups. See, they actually still have feelings for you. Okay? But you know what? I think they're going to try to manipulate you. I think this person is going to try to manipulate you. They may end up like opening up and expressing some feelings with the High Priestess in the reverse here and the Ace of Cups. They may end up opening up and expressing some feelings, but they're doing it to try to manipulate you. You know, like if they tell you what you want to hear, it's easier for them to get a hold of you and manipulate you, basically. You see what I'm saying? The outcome here, I do kind of feel like you're eventually going to end up getting over this, but I don't think the two of you will ever end up getting to a stable place here, because I think your mind is made up. I think you've made your mind up. Could be a Taurus for some of you, but yeah, you've made your mind up that there's no stability between the two of you. There is no stability here, okay? The King of Cups in the reverse is the best advice here. If this person does open up and express some kind of feelings and start telling you what you want to hear, I wouldn't play along with it. I wouldn't try to connect with it. You know, don't connect with them and try, oh, you're finally telling me what I want to hear. Don't do that, because all they're doing is sucking you back in. They're sucking you back in to the same old game. It'll just spin around and turn back into the same game that it was before, okay? Now let's look at the general advice from the Quantum Oracle here. General advice. What's the best general advice? Ooh, a creative endeavor and fragmented energy. Okay. Ooh, I think I know where this is going. And optimism. Okay, so here's the thing. And for those of you that follow me on Facebook, I just posted something very strongly related to this right here. Okay? Whenever you make up your mind that you're either going to manifest something or you're going to take a specific path in life with some sort of desired outcome, and you set foot on that path and you start walking that path, you have to take action, okay? But the minute you start doing that, everything that happens is lining up to bring whatever you want to you, okay? The good things and the bad things are all happening to bring you what it is that you want. So don't try to control. Don't try to force anything. Don't try to stop anything. Don't, like, if you feel yourself departing from a person or a place, don't try to cling to anything. When you start walking that path and you see things start to happen, don't try to fight against anything. Take your hands off the wheel. Stay on that path. I'm not saying give up and don't do anything, but as long as you're on that path, take your hands off the wheel and let the things flow the way they naturally want to flow. You see what I'm saying? Don't live in fear. Okay, I can't say don't be afraid. You know, we hear people say stuff like that all the time. I can't tell you don't fear anything, because that's not really fair. Do not let fear in the driver's seat. Okay? It's okay to be afraid. We all get afraid. We're all humans. Do not let fear in the driver's seat. Basically, if you start making decisions based on fear, what those actions and those decisions will do is have the universe reflect back to you things that complement that fear. If you make decisions based on nervousness and anxiety, that decision you made will ultimately reflect more things that make you nervous and scared. You see what I'm saying? So it's really tough, and it requires a lot of control of your behavior. I can't say control your emotions, but at least control your behavior, and don't let fear make decisions for you. And eventually, when you don't make decisions based on fear, and you'll start to see that there's no real reason to be afraid, that everything is okay, that the universe has your back, that's when that fear will begin to subside. That's when that fear will begin to subside, okay? All right, we're going to close this out with a freestyle spread. A freestyle spread. Whatever Gemini needs to hear, universe, to close this out. Freestyle spread. Any things to watch out for? Warnings? Something else on their situation? Anything? Ooh, the Magician. Okay. So just know that everything is happening according to plan, especially those of you manifesting something. There's some of you out there right now, you're manifesting something, and everything that's happening right now is happening to bring that manifestation to you. Okay, especially if you were involved with a toxic person that has now been ripped out of your life. The universe had to rip that person out of your life to bring you your manifestation. Because you can't get up on that high frequency and start manifesting high frequency abundance and love into your life while you're energetically attached to a toxic person. The Three of Wands. Nine of Swords. Okay, so it's okay to be afraid. It's okay to be afraid. You're starting a brand new cycle here. Starting a brand new cycle. I wouldn't go out of my way. Don't put your life on hold for this person. Don't do that. I wouldn't engage in any kind of communication right now, but I do think eventually a conversation is going to need to be had between you and this person. But do not let this person trigger you. Do not let this person grab you by the heart, especially for those of you who, and I don't like using this word. I don't like using this word. So if you're dealing with a narcissist, okay, and I mean that with all seriousness, that's a very weaponized word. People just slap that title on anybody they don't like. I'm talking about those of you dealing with a real, genuine, true blue narcissist, not just somebody you don't like, not just somebody with a big ego. I'm talking about somebody with genuine narcissistic personality disorder. Okay, it's a very complex, convoluted emotional illness, okay? You cannot let them get a reaction out of you. The first thing that they do is they hook straight into your heart center and start poking at your feelings and studying your emotional reactions. And they got them. They know your emotional reactions better than you do. And they use them. Okay, this is going to require a lot of emotional fitness, Do not let this person get any kind of reaction out of you. Let them say whatever they want to say. Let them think whatever they want to think. Let them spread whatever lies they want to spread. Let them twist your words and spread whatever rumors they want to spread. Okay? And I know this isn't for everybody. Okay? But let them do it. Let them do it. Was it you the other day? I think it was you guys that I was saying this to. You don't need to spend a bunch of time defending the truth. The truth will speak for itself. Okay? Don't feed into it. Don't feed into it. If I were you, I wouldn't even engage in conversation. But if you end up in a situation where you can't avoid a conversation with this person, put your foot down and keep it there. I don't care what they say. Put your foot down and keep it there. Okay? And the Page of Swords. Yeah, I kind of think for some of you a conversation is going to need to be had between you and this person. But do the best that you can to start developing that integrity. Develop that integrity, because for those of you that this person knows how to pick and poke at you and get a reaction out of you, it's going to take a lot of integrity. They're going to start pushing buttons. Okay? Don't let those buttons have the same reaction that they used to. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? Queen of Swords. Stick with the facts. Don't let nobody emotionally manipulate you. Don't let them gaslight you. Stick with the facts. Don't let them confuse you. I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you. It'd be best to not even engage in communication right now. It'd be best not to. But if you have to, Page of Wands reverse, Page of Swords upright, if you have to, stay with the facts, stay with the logic. Don't let them twist your emotions. Don't let them gaslight you and confuse you. Don't let them, distract you with word salad and this, that, and everything else. Don't let them do it. High Priestess and the Empress. Okay, so right now, a lot of you don't see it, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. This right here is a test. Okay, this right here is a test. And believe it or not, those of you that make it through this test, you'll make it through. You'll see the light at the end of the tunnel. You'll make it through it. You'll heal up from this. You'll look back and you'll realize that situation helped me. It helped me evolve. Oh yeah, I promise you. You'll be looking back one of these days as a completely unrecognizable version of yourself. Like, whoa, I don't even recognize me anymore. That situation made me do quantum leaps in evolution. I've evolved and learned more lessons from that one situation than your average person learns in their entire life. You're going to like it. I promise you. Just stick with it. Keep on keeping on. The light is at the end of the tunnel. Don't give up. Okay? Anyway, though, I feel like that was your message, Gemini. I am going to go ahead and end this reading here. Thank you all so much for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate all the likes and the comments and the super chats that y'all leave me and the love you show all the time. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.